It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. We are about set for kickoff. Greg, talking to the coaches all week. We're so curious to see what's going to play out here at the start of this one.
And ideally, I think each of these teams is thinking, okay, we think this is how the game's going to unfold. This is our plan. This is how we're going to go attack. And if that's the case, great. But very rarely does that happen, Mike. So it's really the team that makes the best adjustments in real time, in between possessions, in between snaps. The team that adjusts the fastest and the most efficiently, they're the ones that come the end of the game, they tend to have the advantage.
The veteran kicker, Dustin Hopkins, out to get things started. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Dak gonna run with it himself. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Cooks going in motion. They run on the jet sweep. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
A first down throw for Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third and short. Prescott. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, the veteran quarterback first-round pick back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Second and 7. Back to throw is Watson. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Here's 3rd and 2. Play action. Watson. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. They face 2nd down and 7. Watson to throw. To the sideline. That's caught by Judy. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run it here, and it's Chubb. A gain there of 15. It's a Browns first down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
Here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Chubb. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. That's complete. It's Cedric Tillman. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A play fake. Now Watson to throw. He's got it! And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Cleveland. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
The Browns offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Watson. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They give it, and it's 4. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Watson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun, here's Watson. That one knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here's Watson now on second down. He finds Judy on that one. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Watson to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Fourth down, Dustin Hopkins now for the Browns field goal. This from 34 yards. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns will extend to a 10-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Hopkins now, following the made field goal, back out to send it away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
2nd down, Prescott. That's to Ferguson once again. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. From the shotgun, it's Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Again, Prescott to the air. He's going to run it. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the 1st down. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This one from 47 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board just before halftime.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we hit halftime here in Cleveland, and the Browns are in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Browns offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Watson keeping this on his own read. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
To throw on second down is Watson. He'll run again, and he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Watson going to give it to Chubb. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Third and long. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll try to run for it.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on 3rd down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the 1st down.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On the play fake, Dak. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Play action now. Prescott. Now he'll run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Dak. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
Prescott on first down. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now Dowdle. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to third down. Prescott now. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From his own end zone, it's Watson. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. They'll run with 4. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that first down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first down. It's 4. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down, Cleveland.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that first down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. Again, it's 4. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Chubb. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And he will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a first down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Browns. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory in this low-scoring affair. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dog Pound's happy. It's a win for the Browns as we say farewell from Cleveland.